Do you know what's really funny on the internet? Matt Powell and some of the stupid things he comes out with. Now, I know we did a Matt Powell last Tuesday, and we're doing another Matt Powell now because I went and had another look at anything that he might have lied about. Possibly. Who knows? I'm recording these one after the other, so I don't know if there's any comments on the other one. And yeah, we found one right at the start of the video. So let's roll the intro and see what else Matt Powell's got to lie about, shall we? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Sarcastic Barman, and welcome to another episode of Shitting on Powell, the new series which I'm now doing on a Tuesday night, because why not? I'm going to polish off a few episodes today and get them uploaded, and we'll have fun with Matt Powell for a little while, until he replies or I just get bored. More than likely I'm going to get bored, aren't I? Yeah. But let's roll the first clip of today and see what he's got to say.
Darwinism is so weak, and I want to end it here. Who has ever seen these stickers when they go down the road? Very common. Yeah, Matt and Josh has seen them. I've seen them all the time.
Yeah, even I've seen them. Not very often, but I have seen them. What's your point going to be, Matt? Is it going to be something mind-numbingly fucking stupid? Yes. Yes, it is.
Look, anybody that puts a Darwin fish on their car, that person might as well just tell me, I have not actually looked into Darwin at all. Darwin could not even get a job. You're putting a sticker of a guy that could not even get a job. His dad had to get him a job. He was such a failure in life, an unpaid job as a comforter for a ship captain as they're floating about near the Galapagos.
Now, while the job on the boat was unpaid and he did have to pay his own way, he wasn't a comforter. Whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. Sounds a bit gay. I know it's a ship and things, but all those seamen, whoo! I really would just make that joke. Yes, I did. Now his father has to be convinced by his brother-in-law Joshua Wedgwood II to agree to his son to go and also to pay for his way on this 2-year-long voyage. After the voyage, he did actually manage to get a job because he got a grant of £1,000, which is equivalent to about £115,000 in today's money. So, yeah, Matt, you're fucking wrong. And not just wrong in any sort of sense. I think you're just lying to try and shore up your own falling house of cards, shall we say. Oh, Matt. Lie counter.
What a joke. This is the man that they say is so scientific. They have a statue of Darwin. Oh, it's so amazing. I got to see the Darwin statue. Oh, really? Darwin said, and I quote, "Often a cold shudder has run through me, and I've asked myself whether I've devoted myself to a fantasy."
Now, Matt, you wouldn't only be using half a quote there, would you? You wouldn't do something like that and cherry-pick little words and bits and not finish off that entire letter or sentence, would you? That wouldn't be something you would do, because then we'd have to put another shot counter for Liza, wouldn't we? Oh, let's read it and just double-check. Often and often a cold shudder has run through me as I've asked myself whether or not I have devoted my life to a fantasy. Now I look at it as morally impossible that investigators of truth like you and Hooker can wholly be wrong, and therefore I may rest myself in peace. Yeah, so that doesn't sort of fit with your narrative there, really, does it?
Charles Darwin was afraid that he was living in a fantasy. You know, Brother Parsons, if I got up here and I said, "No, Will, it's been great giving this message here tonight, but I'm afraid I'm living in a fantasy," would you trust anything that I'm saying?
Except the problem is, in the context of the letter, he's writing to someone who has now come across to the idea that things can change over time, funnily enough. And he's admitting that for years and years he's had these slight gnawing feelings in the back of him, like, oh, maybe I have been wrong, because no one else seems to understand it. And he's congratulating this person after 30 years that they've then come round to see, well, yeah, this work does hold truth. So, if anything, it shows that his character is really fucking good, that after 30 years of people not giving him some credit and giving him a lot of stick for things, that they can come round and go, yeah, that's right. And he's going, fuck, I was right. Thank God someone else is following me who's giving me so much stick and things like that. So, yeah. It doesn't work for you. Fucking hell, Matt. This is just ridiculous.
No. So when Darwin says, I'm afraid I'm living a fantasy, why in the world would you trust somebody like that? Why not trust somebody that said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life? Somebody who spoke with absolutes, not somebody who says, I'm afraid I'm living in a fantasy. Jesus didn't speak like that. He said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me.
Ah, yes, because Jesus is well known for his extensive writings and letters and things like that he gave out to cult followers. Yeah, that sounds right up your street, Matt.
Jesus spoke in absolutes. Darwin said, I'm afraid I'm living in a fantasy. Who are you going to trust, folks? Are you going to trust God, or are you going to trust man? Are you going to trust the man who couldn't get a job? The man who was a failure in life? The man who literally went onto a ship, landed on the Galapagos, saw a couple of finches, and concluded that finches and bananas were related?
Whoa. He didn't say that finches and bananas were related, so that's another lie from you trying to twist the fucking truth to fit your fucking stupid narrative. Once again. 3 shot counters as far as I'm counting now. God damn it, Matt. Your lies are getting more and more just stupid.
Just because Finch is speciated. Bill Nye says he's the #1 discoverer in all of science. Darwin is. Oh, what a joke. Really? That's your #1 discoverer, huh, Bill Nye?
Now, in the field of evolution, yes. And I know you finished this episode with the quote from Bill Nye on a Discovery HD program. But yeah, we need contents for the show, because he also says one of the #1 discoverers. So yeah, is this per a specific field or anything like that? Is he talking about biology, science as general, evolution as a separate category? What? Because it's not going to be the #1 discovery in the field of physics, is it? So I don't think that one deserves a lie counter for you, but it definitely deserves a slightly twisting the truth, you're a dickhead, Matt Powell sort of quote on that. Oh, this series is just going to drain my fucking brain. We'll see how many more I can make today while I'm in the right mood to make stupid little videos like this. Oh, but thank you very much, everyone. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe down below. We'll see you on the next one. Good night.
Bear in mind that our next #1 discoverer came across some things in nature that surprised him, and he tried to explain what he saw. It's not the story of a guy just trying to cause trouble. It's the story of the guy who made what you and I consider the #1 discovery in science so far.